ಕೇವಲ 28 ದಿನಗಳ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗುವಿನ ಜೀವವನ್ನಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಕೆಯ ಕೈಯನ್ನೂ ಉಳಿಸಿ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪರೂಪದ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ HCG ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. 11.3 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಗಾತ್ರದ ಅಪರೂಪದ ಫೈಬ್ರೋಸಾರ್ಕೋಮಾ ಗಡ್ಡೆಯನ್ನು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮೂಲಕ ತೆಗೆದು ಮಗುವಿನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸುವಲ್ಲಿ ವೈದ್ಯರ ಬಹುಶಿಸ್ತಿನ ತಂಡ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಜನಿಸಿದ ಕೆಲವೇ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲಗೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಸಣ್ಣ ಊತ ಕ್ಷಿಪ್ರವಾಗಿ 11.3 ಗುಣ 9.8 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಗಾತ್ರದ ಗಡ್ಡೆಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯಿತು. ಇದು ಇನ್ಫಾಂಟೈಲ್ ಫೈಬ್ರೋಸಾರ್ಕೋಮಾ ಎಂಬ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅಪರೂಪದ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಎಂದು ವೈದ್ಯರು ಪತ್ತೆಹಚ್ಚಿದರು. ಈ ಪ್ರಕರಣವನ್ನು ಪರಿಶೀಲಿಸಿದ್ದ ಹಲವು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳು ಮಗುವಿನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಕತ್ತರಿಸುವುದೇ ಏಕೈಕ ಮಾರ್ಗ ಎಂದು ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದವು. ಆದರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ HCG ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ವೈದ್ಯರು ಕೈ ಉರಿಸುವ ಸವಾಲನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿದರು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಮೋದ್ ಎಸ್ ಚಿಂದರ್ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ 14ರಿಂದ 16 ಮಂದಿ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ವೈದ್ಯರ ತಂಡ, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಗಳು, ಅನಸ್ತೇಷಿಯಾ ತಜ್ಞರು, ಇಂಟರ್ವೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಬಯೋ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಪರಿಣಿತರ ಸಹಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ರೂಪಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಜಿನೋಮಿಕ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪರೂಪದ NTRK ಜೆನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪತ್ತೆಯಾದ ಬಳಿಕ ಇಟಲಿಯ ರಿಜೋಲಿ ಆರ್ಥೋಪೆಡಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ತಜ್ಞರ ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನೂ ಪಡೆದು ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ಯೋಜನೆ ಅಂತಿಮಗೊಳಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಮೊದಲ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಡ್ಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ರಕ್ತನಾಳಗಳನ್ನು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿ ಮುಚ್ಚುವ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಎಂಬೋಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ನಡೆಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಬಳಿಕ ಸುಮಾರು 7ರಿಂದ 8 ಗಂಟೆಗಳ ಕಾಲ ನಡೆದ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಡಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟೆಡ್ ಮಾದರಿ, ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಟ್ವಿನ್ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರುಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳ ನೆರವಿನಿಂದ ಗಡ್ಡೆಯನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಹಾಕಲಾಯಿತು. 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಬಳಿಕ ಮಗುವಿನ ತೊಡೆಯಿಂದ ಚರ್ಮ ಹಾಗೂ ರಕ್ತನಾಳಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಕೈಗೆ ಅಳವಡಿಸುವ ಮೈಕ್ರೋವಾಸ್ಕುಲರ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಫ್ಲಾಪ್ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯನ್ನು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆರವೇರಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಈ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು 30ರಿಂದ 35 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವೆಚ್ಚವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಅರಿತ HCG ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್, ಆರೋಕೇರ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್, ಮಿಲಾಪ್ ಕ್ರೌಡ್ ಫಂಡಿಂಗ್, ವೈದ್ಯರು, ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ, ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು, ಹಿತೈಷಿಗಳು ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ ಸುಮಾರು 300ರಿಂದ 400 ಮಂದಿ ನೆರವಿಗೆ ಧಾವಿಸಿದರು. ಕೆಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಉಳಿತಾಯದಿಂದಲೇ ದೇಣಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿದರು. ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯ ಬಳಿಕ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರೆಕ್ಟಿನಿಬ್ ಎಂಬ ಗುರಿ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಔಷಧಿ ನೀಡಲಾಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯಾಗಿ ಸುಮಾರು 1.5 ವರ್ಷ ಕಳೆದಿದ್ದು, ಮಗು ಯಾವುದೇ ಮರುಕಳಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಸಹಜವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅತ್ಯಾಧುನಿಕ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ, ಬಹುಶಿಸ್ತಿನ ವೈದ್ಯರ ತಂಡ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜದ ಸಹಕಾರ ಒಂದಾದರೆ ಅಸಾಧ್ಯವೆನಿಸಿದ ಸವಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಜಯಿಸಬಹುದು ಎಂಬುದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ
I'm Dr. Pramod Chindar. So this child was diagnosed as a infantile fibrosarcoma, as we said. So with this, as I said, the diagnosis and the process, it happened with biopsy and all those things. So when we started, after working up, as I said, it took about 1 week of surgery of various specialities. It could be embolization, it could be limb salvage surgery, it could be microvascular flap, and it could be follow-up. It took about 1 week plus time in the theatre itself, means on and off from ICU. So after that, another 2-3 weeks the child was in the hospital, and it also took a pediatric oncologist to make sure that the diagnosis was correct and genetically it is positive. The genomics wise, it's called NTRK positive tumor. So NTRK is a special genetic testing which is shown positive in this child, and that came positive, and that similar that genetic targeted drug was planned. It's called entrectinib. So once after that, she was started with the physiotherapy and activity gently, and one day I think the flap, the coverage started failing. If it fails, the whole leg hand will be gone again. In fact, we took we thought we lost it in the middle. We lost it, but anyway, I was always thinking that the children has got more robust healing power than any one of us. So I had that faith. So I said, let's wait. So over the next 2-3 weeks, I think the child recovered. And the funds, regarding to the funds, right? When it comes to the funds, we raised it through, one is very well informal raising. It is not like a crowdfunding, technically the apps and all those things, that is one, but more of it was informal. It is just calling them and making sure that I need some money. So that is one way. And number 2, through many existing foundations. And number 3, hospitals, the discounting that. For example, so I always say we have to solve it by 3-4 ways. Number 4, I even told you, write it to MP MLA funds. Even if they give 10%, it's okay. So adding that is 10%. Then how much the patient can afford? You can afford 10%. You afford. How much the doctors will give discount? 10%. Let them 10-15%. So all those things, if you add, everything is solvable.
You forgot to mention about the child's age. How old was she, and how you dealt with the complications?
Yeah. The child is 28 days old when we met us, and the complication was, it is almost at the complexity of losing the limb, and this child of a right hand functional dominant hand for the child maybe in the future, but complication wise, fortunately we did not have. It's post operatively. Right now she needs another small surgery, which is to correct the fingers and all, but that's in the future. So apart from that, I didn't see any, nothing, something which I can really tell it is a complication. Small things, infections and all, which is all okay, everybody will have it. It's settled down. Yeah.
Dr. Pramod, and today I don't want to address as the CEO of the company. I think as a person, as a parent, it has been my privilege to see how extraordinary clinical excellence, along with compassion, innovation, technology, and teamwork, how all of them come together to save a life. So just what Dr. Pramod said, this 28-day-old girl came to us. Parents were hassled because one of a kind, one of the rarest, tissue cancers, infantile fibrosarcoma, which is one of the rarest in the world, and they were turned away from many places. Wherever they went, people said amputation will be required, you may be prepared for mortality. But when they came to us, to our team in HCG, the team did not say, can we do this? Team said, how can we do this? Not just to save her life, but to give best quality of life after saving life. And that is the approach, and that is the ethos of work at HCG. Of course, adding to what Dr. Pramod already said, what followed was a multidisciplinary team going through the case, examining the child and sitting together to make the entire treatment protocol very personalized for the child. So we have ortho-onco team led by Dr. Pramod, and interventional radiologist, pediatric oncologist, onco-imaging specialists, geneticists, oncopathologists, rehab experts, nurse practitioners. Everyone sat together and made a tailor-made treatment protocol for the child. And that is very foundation of what HCG is built on. That we don't do cookie cutter A, B, C, which is what they were told in all other places. But we make a treatment protocol which is personalized for the patient, because cancer is heterogeneous. It manifests differently in different patients. Therefore, the treatment also deserves to be different for every patient. And that is what we did, and using 3D surgical technique, using very high-end super selective embolization, targeted therapy, genomics, microvascular reconstruction for the neonatal. So all these techniques were used. And this not just saved the life, but preserved the function of life, the joy of life, which is what is required. And of course, the treatment ensued for some time, and when the financial constraints came in front of the family, another culture at HCG is not to say no to treatment to any patient. The patient has come to us, it is our responsibility, we figure out and give the best treatment to the patient. We don't want it to be hampered or stopped because of financial obstacles. And which is what happened here, as Dr. Pramod showed in the picture. Starting from our own doctors, our caregivers, our staff members, of course management being involved, but externally our foundation, philanthropists, friends, well-wishers, school children, you saw in the picture, how everybody beautifully pitched in to support the family, not just for treatment's sake or to get credit or to get certified, but because this is the basics of being human. And I think this example of humanity, this is as exemplary as the surgery itself. It is equivalent to the treatment that was given to the patient.